Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Rizano, and this is another episode of the world famous, the University Love, the best podcast in 1, 2, 3 galaxies. But, ladies and gentlemen, you and I, we just call this show Online Marketing Moves, and we are coming to you live today. Today is June the 3rd, 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? Now, today we have something very important that I would like to discuss with you. Now, today we are going to talk about something that can be it's great to see people with enthusiasm. It's great to see people, excited about stuff, but one of the most annoying things that you can do. And if you want to turn people off, do this right here. I will give you a couple of examples. My brother, who is somebody that I've discussed on this show before. He's a great guy, a lovely guy. I love my brother, but he's annoying. He's super annoying at the same time. Man, he's annoying. And I will give you something that he did. It was about I was about to say 9 years ago, but it was longer than that. Let's see. About almost 20 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. My parents moved. They moved into a house. And my brother, right around that time, everything was changing in my family's life at that around that same time. My parents, they were moving. My brother had just got a new job, and I just started truck driving, really. So it was all like a like a storm, like the perfect storm. And right before I was about to leave, I was about probably 2 weeks away from really leaving, to move to Georgia and all that, and and never return. But anyway, my brother, he met this girl at his new job, and he was all interested. He was very interested in the young lady. My brother, he was quite smitten, and then my brother did something that annoyed my mom, and she brings it up every now and then. I go, he was pretty annoying. My brother, he brought the girl over. He just kept bringing the girl around, and he kept telling my mom, "Hey, mom, my girlfriend wants to come over and eat. Can she come over and eat? My girlfriend wants to come over and she wants to eat." I told her, "Man, you make blah 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 blah." My mom said, "How many days is this man gonna bring this girl over here, and how long do we have to keep looking at her? We ain't dating her. He dating her, but he forcing her on us." And I'm like, that does seem kind of annoying. I probably will be quite annoyed, and it is something I hope not to do to you, mom, one of these days. And she's like, "Please don't, please don't." This is so annoying. And I remember one time my brother, um, my dad, it's a meal he liked. It's a meal that he liked. It's a special meal that me and my dad enjoy, and so me and my dad was sitting there eating, and then he said, "Hey, can my girlfriend have some?" And my dad looked at me, I looked at him, and I said, "Shh." It's kind of like I ain't really. We don't eat this often. I ain't looking to share, but my dad was like, "Yeah, she can get a piece, I guess." And it was annoying, and my brother was just kept trying to force this girl down everybody's esophagus, and it was super annoying. And that's where you can go wrong at, is when you try to. It's like this is why people do not like people in multi-level marketing, network marketing. This is why people don't like people that get religious. It's a reason. Because as soon as let's say you have been smoking crack for 15 years, and then all of a sudden, boom, one day you see the light. God taps you on the shoulder. However he does it, I don't understand, but however he does it, taps you on the shoulder, he says, "Man, get off that crack and come on to this church," and get religion in your life. And that's great. That's wonderful. But the problem is people, as soon as they go from, crack house, doing drugs, you know, fornicating, sleeping with everybody, doing God knows what to get the drugs. And then all of a sudden they're like, I found God. Why you ain't found God? Why you? And then they start hitting you over the head with the religious stuff, and there's nothing wrong with the religion, as you all know, listen to the show. I believe in the Lord Almighty. Of course I do. But one thing about me, I do not um drum people upside the head with my religion, with my beliefs, with my thoughts about religion, because for one, you're supposed to have a special relationship with God. It's not about being seen at the church. It's not about going to church every week. Because if you go to church every week and you now don't even read the Bible at home, then it's kind of pointless. But you get these people; they get super religious, super over the top. They run around with the Bible, and they are new because, as you all know, if you have a relationship with God, you know that sometimes life is going to have you up, it's going to have you down, but as long as you have a faith built base, you'll be okay. But some people, they don't see it that way. They go to church, and then they want to run you into the ground about church, and it's the same as network marketing. As soon as somebody signs up, for a program, all of a sudden, man, you stupid. You're like, why am I stupid? Man, you ain't trying to make no money. Man, you ain't trying to be rich. Man, you need to be a part of my team. You need to be a part of this movement. And it's like, slow down, brother. Slow down, sister. You just signed up for a program a week ago. And now I'm an idiot because I haven't signed up into your program. And so if you want to turn people off, go super, super duper into the ground about your network marketing, about your business. Go super into it about religion. Go super into it about somebody you're dating. You can turn people off by just talking so much about a certain topic, and you do not want to be that person. It's like when a person, if they've been in you know uh a marriage for a long time. Maybe they've been in a heterosexual marriage for a long time, and then boom, before you know it, they're like, no, this is not what I want. I like to date, a same sex. They like to date same sex, and then they go super over the top with all the, like, hey, I'm gay, and all of a sudden they wearing the pride. They got the flag, they got the shorts, they got the shoes, they got the shirts. It's like, hey, slow down, will you? I mean, you just realized yesterday that you were, and now you're doing all this. It's like, come on now. You're getting carried away. And so people get carried away with anything. It doesn't matter. Dating, sexual orientation, money, uh, you know, somebody likes a show, and then they pound their chest and like, this is the greatest show of all time. Why are you not watching Empire? Why are you not watching The Sopranos? Why are you not watching this this one, that one? It's like, whoa. First off, I don't have a lot of time. What show should I be watching? Hey, this is the greatest show. If you're not watching Mad Men, then you are stupid. It's like, well, I'll be stupid today because I haven't watched it. And the way you talk about it, I probably don't want to watch it. And so you can turn people off by being over the top with the rah enthusiasm. It's great to be enthused. It's great to be excited about something, but people, measure, take the temperature in the room. You do not want to be that person. And then, because a lot of times those people that get excited about all that kind of stuff, they are the people that get excited about everything. I give you another example about my brother. My brother, last year or 2 years ago, he started door dashing. Okay, and so I remember My brother, he don't listen to the show, so it don't matter. But my mom, who's an avid listener of the show, she said, I said, how long you think my brother's gonna, do DoorDash? She said, your brother, he get excited about everything and then he don't finish nothing. And I go, really? And I had to think and I was like, huh, kinda is true. I remember one time my brother wanted an aquarium real bad. He wanted the fish tank. My dad got him a fish tank. Dad got him the fish tank, bought the rocks, bought the fish, bought the fish food, all this stuff. After my brother killed every goldfish, my dad bought some more. Next week, overfed him, killed him again. Brother, he was done with that fish tank. We had that fish tank for like 10 years, I think. My brother messed with it for like 2 weeks. And so that's my brother. And so he got DoorDash and he was calling me. He was enthused. Man, I'm DoorDashing. Man, I done ordered my t-shirt. Man, I got me a bag. Man, I'm making this. Whoop de whoop de whoop. And then, after like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, the phone calls got less. The DoorDash talk became less. And after about 6 weeks, my brother, he pretty much wrapped up his DoorDash life. I think the last 3 weeks, he wasn't even DoorDash. He's like, man, I keep trying to get on the app, but man, they won't, certain times I can't get on the app. And so my brother, he went from hype to, he went from hype. The hype was before he started. He started, I'm good. And then after that, it was downhill after that. And that happens with a lot of people. It's just not my brother, but since I know him personally, it's always good to give examples like that. And so you want to be careful. A lot of people always claim they're going to create content, claim they're going to start doing this, start doing that. They're going to start a podcast. They start the podcast. You ain't going to get, it takes a lot of work. You gotta dig ditches, with this content creation, whether it be TikTok, YouTube, podcasting, it don't matter. Instagram, you gotta dig that ditch. You gotta dig that ditch before you can get the water in the ditch. You know what I mean? Unless you coming off the top rope, unless you're like big time actor, and then all of a sudden you're like, hey, I'm gonna do a podcast. You already have a built-in audience. But if you ain't got no built-in audience and you're starting from scratch, you gotta dig that ditch. And so a lot of people, they like, yeah, I'm gonna start a podcast. Start a YouTube channel. 1 or 2 videos first month. Oh man, upload. They don't get the million views they're looking for. They don't get the Mr. Beast numbers, and then they're like, man, I'm out. This stupid. I ain't doing this no more. And that's that. They're on the road of their carcasses on the side of the road, and then you and I are just driving by them, and that's how it is, man. That's how people are. So when you see somebody and you hear somebody, no matter what they do, no matter what business they might be in, no matter what online stuff they're doing, no matter what they are creating, if you hear them getting all hype, you might want to put them to the side and say, hey, slow down, take a deep breath, inhale, and man, just get to work, because all the I had a cousin, God bless him. He started on he started he was trying to do the prepaid legal stuff, and he called me up one time. He was asking for people's phone numbers and stuff, and he was like, man, y'all stupid if y'all don't get on this prepaid legal. Man, okay, shit, when I'm rich and living large, man, you're gonna be regretting it. I was like, man, I already got that prepaid legal through the trucking. And he said, all right, man, that's on you, man. He said, I'm trying to holler at your brother, but he don't want to answer the phone. Man, y'all want to be poor, that's your business. And my cousin, uh, he tried it. I think he went to a meeting or two somewhere, like 500 miles away. He had to stay in a hotel room with a couple of guys. And then before I knew it, I asked him about it. He's like, man, forget that stuff, man. It ain't for me. I ain't doing all that, man. I'm good. What happened, Bucko? Bucko had all that energy at first. That's everybody. And so after the after the it's like going on a listen. being all hyped about stuff, it's like going on a date when you first meet somebody and you're talking all night, you're talking for 5 hours, 6 hours, you know the routine, you're talking. Oh man, when I was a kid, yeah. Man, we used to do the same thing. We rode bikes, boo. It's all beautiful. It's all, oh, you're the greatest thing, man. This is the best. It's a high, man. It's a high. It's a high. It's a high. And eventually you're gonna come down from it. And the hype is gonna be over with. And then it's just gonna be you left standing there. Then that's the point of like, hey, what are we here to do? What are we gonna do? Are we going to do it? Don't be the people who hype everything up and turn people off. Don't be that person. Because people are gonna turn around and ask you, hey, what happened to so and so? What happened to this? What happened to that? Every time you say you're gonna do something, it never gets done. You don't want to be that person. All right. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We will be back tomorrow with the all new episode of Online Marketing Moves. But until then, my name is Tony Rizzano. Thank you for listening. God bless. And as always, everybody, peace.